What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday morning. Welcome back to Man and Machine here with the PeakBot team. Your co-founders, Ben and Dillon here. I'm Ben. I'm just kidding. That's Ben. I'm Dillon.
Funny.
Is that pumped-in audience laughter? Let's get rid of it.
I didn't know I had to stop it. I guess it's a contingency.
It's kind of wild. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy new week, Doug.
Doug, I gotta know, are you going to be at Trader Fest next week?
Doug, let us know if you're going to be at Trader Fest, please.
Doug, if you're not going to be there and you want to be there, we've got a golden ticket for you.
My goodness. I have to start the show handing out golden tickets. Like Willy Wonka over here. What's up?
K Shep, if you want to be at Trader Fest next week, we got a golden ticket for you.
And in all seriousness, maybe we should pull up. Let's pull up.
K Shep will be there. Awesome. I hope you didn't book everything already.
Hey, K Shep, make sure you come and find us. Look for me, Ben Short. You're gonna have a hard time finding him poolside.
You won't see me in a crowd. You'll see Dillon in a crowd.
I didn't have to do that to you, but it's all right.
No, I mean, listen, next week we're gonna be on stage together.
Yeah, and listen, we'll both be sitting. You're gonna look just as tall as I am. I don't know if we're gonna be sitting. Actually, who am I to say we're gonna be sitting?
I don't think we're gonna be sitting. Why would we
may not be sitting? Very well, may not be sitting. Anyway, for those of you who aren't familiar, Trader Fest Live Summit, first annual here, presented by Tradier and sponsored by SIBO. So big event. There's a networking event the night before for early arrivals, poolside at PGA National Resort in West Palm Beach, Florida. Beautiful, beautiful spot. We'll be there. We're one of the presenters for the next day, Friday the 8th, right? Friday the 8th?
Yes. So we will not be live here on this show on that Friday.
Oh, in fact, maybe we are. Maybe we are.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to talk to the producers, but we'll see.
We'll have to talk to the stagehands. All right. Well, listen. Yeah, no. In all seriousness, any of our active viewers who are here with us every week are anywhere near the area and want to make it, let us know. Reach out. We've got some tickets for you. Good plug, Ben. Maybe we can pull up the link for that. I only have our VIP link, which I don't need to be putting out there. Let me look for. I'll just pull up a general link. But anyway, a lot to talk about today. I think we've got stocks in real life. We're going to talk about Berkshire Hathaway in just a second. Cheap stock. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. But we'll talk about that and much more today. We may highlight a few of our partners. PeakBot's been busy, guys, with signing new partners. Okay, not gonna lie, it's been a big focus of ours recently, and bringing more traders and their communities into our marketplace of automated strategies. Copy trading is very hot right now, but you got to find the right traders. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're careful about who we work with, and we're careful about what we put out there, and we're testing everything first and making sure there's results behind these individuals and communities and strategies. So you can head on over to our website, peakbot.com, and you can click on Browse All Strategies, and you can see PeakBot's got north of 40 strategies in total. You may not see all 40 on the marketplace. We have a few partners who are not on there, and also a lot that are still coming. Humble brag, I think we signed like 5 partners last week. So
6.
We're moving. So there's a demand for this, and that's good for all of our PeakBot community to understand that there's going to be more diversity available across the PeakBot marketplace. So Ben, why don't we get into it, unless you got anything else?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I'll also mention that if we want to, if we've got time, we'll see. There is a short little learning session prepared on bid-ask spread, which relates directly to our copy trading partners, because that bid-ask spread could greatly affect what you get in your account versus what the leader gets in their account in terms of trade fills. But yeah, let's talk about Berkshire Hathaway. I don't think either of us would know if we had any real life interaction with any of the Berkshire Hathaway portfolio companies. In fact, I'm going to do a quick Google search of what companies are included in that Dillon, what's Berkshire Hathaway trading at right now?
Let's find out.
First, take a guess. I know we covered this one, I don't know, 6 months ago. But I think it was like 600,000, 700,000.
I was gonna say, I feel stupid guessing because it's such an outrageously large number. All right, so BRK.
But I think BRK.A is cheaper.
All right, so and I'm pulling up BRK.A on the New York Stock Exchange here on TradingView. Wow. All right, you want to know the number?
Yeah.
$704,760 per share. Mm-hmm. All right. No, I don't own any. If you were asking, if anybody was wondering if I
not even a partial share.
No, I'm not even on Robinhood trading that. So look, let me pull up the chart here because we're in a little bit of.
Is it BRK.A? Is that the cheap one, or is it BRK.B?
Oh, no.
The cheap one?
BRK. Well, if you're saying 704K may not be cheap, then yeah, no, we don't have the cheap. We don't have the cheap one here.
Oh, okay.
So here, let me just pull this up really quick. So I'll pull up B as well. But Ben, this is A trading on the New York Stock Exchange at 704,000. If we go to B, oh come on now. All right, so B, there we go.
That's
trading at $469 a share, pre-market up to $470 and change. Let's look at. Do you know when this started, Ben? Do you know when Berkshire Hathaway IPO'd?
No, nope.
Any guesses? I'm gonna go back to A.
The 60s. No, wait, hold on. Warren Buffett, 90 years old ish. I'm going to guess the 70s. 73.
Let me just see what's on here. This looks to be 79, but let's just confirm. Cool. BRK.A IPO date. Already a publicly traded entity before Warren Buffett took control in the 60s, resulting from a 1955 merger of textile firms. While Buffett began purchasing shares in 1962, he took control in 64. So yeah, the date's not right. However, it was actively traded, often cited as being public in the early 1960s.
Okay.
Guess what? The company existed all the way back to 1839, long before Warren Buffett's involvement. He started buying shares at $7.50 per share. How about that?
That's a return.
That's a return. Anyway, all right, I'll get this back. All right, so remove this.
Add me back. I've got a list just to scroll through it for fun. I've got a list of all Berkshire Hathaway companies.
All right, let's
where
do it.
They are either wholly owned or control a majority of voting shares. And there's some names we recognize, so I'll just scroll down this list. Benjamin Moore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that's a household name, I believe.
Bell Labs is a big one, but not as much household. All right, let's
I don't
see.
think it's the Bell Labs like the phone because it said
it
was rodent control. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm gonna skip over the Berkshire Hathaway companies. Brooks Sports. Brooks.
Yep, definitely know Brooks.
Big. Let's see what else we've got. Dairy Queen, Duracell, Geico. Definitely have been in Hellsberg Diamonds before.
I purchased my engagement ring from my wife there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hellsberg guy.
Nice. Let's see. Anything else?
NetJets.
I've heard of NetJets.
Yep.
Oriental Trading Company. As a kid, I used to love getting those magazines.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Anything else good here?
Russell. Oh, Russell Brands. So like sport. Remember Russell?
Oh yeah. Yep. I know the Russell Brands. Yeah. I would get their shorts all the time with the R logo on them.
Yeah, still do at the discount stores.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So, when we look at the chart, I mean, obviously, fantastic overall chart here for, we'll just call it Berkshire A. Looks like, okay, I got my screen back.
Berkshire A.
Berkshire A. So look, if we're looking at the monthly bars, there's definitely some consolidation here, and maybe even of course, a little bit of bearish action. Here's the daily charts. We're definitely seeing some support, maybe around this. This feels like a funny number to say. 702,000 support.
Right around 700,000. Good line of support.
702.
It's a psychological number. All those flat numbers, people like buying and selling at those numbers. It's all psychological.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it does not really want to go under 702. Okay, interesting. I don't have a trade idea, do you?
I can't afford a trade idea on this.
Now, stupid question. This has options, right?
I don't know.
Is that a stupid question? I'm glad you said I don't know, actually, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna look it up. I don't think it does.
Maybe not this one. Maybe there's another way to do it. But
I'm looking on my Tradier account. I don't see it.
Okay. All right. Well, stock in real life there, Berkshire Hathaway. Let's come up. Let me get a good fun fact. Let me get some more fun facts before we move on.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing any options here.
Class A shares reached an all-time high. Okay, Ben, all-time high last year in May of 2025 of $812,000 per share.
Yeah, you can see it on the chart right there.
Yep. Buffett believes this prevents short-term speculators from taking over and ensures long-term investors. Did you know that you can convert your shares? One Class A share, okay, can be converted into 1,500 Class B shares.
Whoa.
But B shares cannot be converted into A shares. This is actually fascinating. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Berkshire owns 47 major companies entirely. All of the wins in which we spoke about. And then massive stakes in others like Apple and Coca-Cola. Never paid a dividend. Did you know that?
No, I know Buffett's a big dividend guy. So he's a greedy old man.
Yeah, seriously. Never paid a dividend in what's called modern history.
I agree, Doug. It'll be interesting to see. It will be interesting. He always talks about how he loves like Coca-Cola. He just buys Coca-Cola stock, gets paid dividends from Coca-Cola.
Doesn't he?
Here he is, just not offering dividends to his shareholders.
Hey, listen, Warren, what's up, dude? People are holding a lot of cash with you.
He has stepped down in a certain regard recently.
His role has diminished, but he's still involved.
How old is he? He's old.
All right, don't look it up. Any guesses?
I'm guessing 93.
Man, I was going to come in right around there. I'll just go under. I'll just hit the under, say 92.
Take the under. Well, I'm going 92 and a half then. Take the under on that.
That's rude. You're not just going to take another half point. You're at 93. How old is he?
I don't know. I thought you were looking.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Warren Buffett age.
Wow. 95.
Wow. That
Good for him.
Insane. 95 years old. Is he healthy?
I think so.
Where does he live?
Out McDonald's every day.
Where does he live?
Omaha.
Yeah, he does still. Yeah, okay. He purchased his home for $31,000 in 1958. Gotta love this guy. All right, let's move off of Berkshire Hathaway and stock of the day. No trades available. No trade ideas available. Not financial advice. Ben, why don't we get into our marketplace a little bit? Why don't we talk about some of our partners? Maybe even take a closer look at some trades from some of our partners. Maybe even BTF. He's had some great trades recently. His account's crushing it. We got some new partners coming on. What do you want to do, Ben? Up to you.
Yeah, no, let's do that. And then once we're all jazzed up about how good these partners are trading, then we can talk about bid-ask spread if we've got the time. So that way
great.
the good people here can see like, hey, you can follow these traders, but your trades might not be exactly as they are getting traded by the leader.
Fantastic. Yeah, I have a few in which I'd like to highlight. So just so everybody knows where we can go here, I'll put this on. So this is peakbot.com. We recently just updated our website to make sure that everybody's aware of the different strategies available across our automated trading marketplace. You can click here and hit browse strategies. All right. So we are going to be adding a ton more here over the next, call it 3 months, as we're launching a ton of new partners. Anyway, there's a few I'd like to highlight. So Bull Trade Finder, he was actually, Ben, I believe he was our first ever trading partner. Second. Okay, second ever trading partner, first ever copy trader. I think that maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, regardless, has the best results right now. So if we click on Bull Trade Finder, you'll be brought here to this landing page where you can click in for more information and get the trade data. What I was going to pull up was the information here and the stats on his trades. So first of all, he's now doing buying. He's now doing option selling and buying. So he has 2 different portfolios in which you can subscribe to, either separately or together. And what we're seeing here is the total return is 5,757. Okay, now that is only using $5,000 in buying power, which gets us to the 115% return, cash on cash. I don't know why this won't let me move around. I'm getting a little annoyed. Anyway, so average monthly return, he's been at this since November. So we're looking at a 14% month over month return on average, annualized return of 172%. Now we know these are ridiculous numbers, but this is just what's happening. This is what everyone is seeing. The results are based on the average gain and loss across all accounts in which are trading with BTF and Nick here. 92% win rate. He's taken nearly 150 trades. Hey, we should, that's a good milestone. We should be tracking that for our traders, Ben, now that I'm saying it live. We should absolutely be celebrating, 150, 200, especially with a win rate this high. Okay. So average win is $66, average loss of 311, right? We love this. We love a minimized controlled loss. Okay. So you can see all the stats there. Now, just a little bit more information. A lot of his trades are on the ETFs like SPY, QQQ, SPX, and NDX, typically 0 DTE or 1 DTE. Again, capital available needed is $5,000, but you can do different tiers. There's multipliers. If you have 10K and you want to do 2X whatever Nick's doing, that's fine. You can do that. All right. 3K, 4K, X all the way up. All right. He does trade pretty actively. I wouldn't say every single day, but nearly every day. So, and it can kind of get hot and cool off based on the market, but you do need a Tradier account. There's some other brokers now available, but Tradier is the way to do it, especially with the options fees being as low as they are. So 5,000 level 3 margin account. All right. So pattern day trader friendly. You're not needing to worry about that. Why don't I just pull up the spreadsheet here so we can get a good idea as to what we're seeing. All right. So this is all-time results. You can see the equity curve here. Very, very nice. This 0 is started. This is all profit. Okay. So this is assuming your account's starting at $5,000 since the beginning. I'll just show you guys what it looks like. Ben, I think we got to do the conditional formatting here like we do on ours. Just to see the green and the red. I'll tell Thomas. But you guys can see he's been having fantastic months, time and time again. Even with 2 losses just in the past week, the bot Nick is still up $433 per unit. That's on $5,000 in just 1 month, right? So here was March, nearly $1,000. Here was February, over $1,000. Even with some tough trading in January, even still skating out green. Okay, incredible month in December, going all the way back here. November was actually his best month of almost $1,900 in profit using just $5,000. Okay, so this guy's on fire. Okay, look at that. Look at Ben. You know what? Ben's flexing his muscle a little bit. Ben's got a former life. You know, he used to, he's a freak in the sheets, an accountant, and does this stuff very well. That was very quick.
Thank you.
So you can see. Now we can see his 92% win rate. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, incredible trader, honestly.
We try to poke holes. We're partners, and we're like, hey, look, we got to protect ourselves, protect the traders, protect everybody. This guy's on fire, man. And look, he had a humble start too. He started out hot. Had a tough break, a tough trade, lost a good amount of cash, full recovery and some. Ben, you can speak to this. I'll get you out of the way.
Yeah, so the official date to remove PDT is June 4th. We've heard from other brokers that we are partnered with that they will be ready on June 4th. The communications that we got from Tradier are, the plan is yes, be ready for June 4th. However, there are third-party dependencies. I'm sure those third parties will likely be ready by June 4th. Everybody's going to be ready by June 4th. So in regards to, that rule change, June 4th is the date. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be really nice to not have to worry about that. For subscribers, I'll tell you that there have been many strategies that we decided to not build because of pattern day trading rules, and just because it would limit the accessibility to that strategy. So we've got a bunch that we're thinking about now, and we'll see which ones make it out of the idea bunch and will actually become a bot
into the live marketplace. Excellent. So really quick, that was BTF. He's been crushing it. I'm just going to pull out one or two more who've just been really hot as of late. Our partner Trade with Maya. He's been fantastic. Great results to launch. He is debit spreads primarily, right, Ben?
Yes.
So you can see his results here as well. Over $1,000 per unit, which is 107% return. Due to the fact that very limited amount of cash is needed, only $1,000 in buying power needed to trade one unit of this. So we're seeing an annualized return of over 117%. Now, different approach here, way lower win rate. Traders, low win rate doesn't mean bad trades. Low win rate doesn't mean you're losing. All right, 53% is still taking home $1,000, over 100% return. Ben, when did this start? It hasn't even been that long.
No, this is a lot of before
prior.
Maya was automating with us. This is including, because Maya is actually an algorithm of its own. It just didn't automatically place trades for the end users. PeakBot stepped in and said, hey, we could automate that for you. And the team over there said, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, the results sheet here that you're seeing, it looks a little weird. This should be, since we've launched those, hold on, there's some formatting issues there. Let's fix live
fix, Ben. I'm going to go back to this screen just to continue to talk about the strategy while you do it. So, and maybe you want to highlight this here as well, Ben. We have credit spreads. You want to just update that here as well. So various tickers targeting a 30 DTE contract. All right. So holding this, so the contract is live for about a month. All right. Risk is capped at $500 per trade per ticker. Okay. So fully automated, just like PeakBot, and pretty active. All right. About 30 trades a month. All right. So that's more than one a day. There's about 21 trading days in the average month. So very active. All right. So, goal here is to grow its account aggressively, at the money bull call spreads, return 100% ROI for every winning trade while providing capped downside. In contrast, credit spreads offer only a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. So yeah, they're getting in. They're finding their opportunity. They're okay with losing trades and taking risks because they're capping it. And it has been very, very profitable. Ben, another live edit for us later. Maybe not so live edit, but we'll update this to not say put credit spreads on his page here. All right. Good. Should I go back to the thing? You're not done yet. There's no way.
No, I think I am.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot then.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, so looking better now?
Yes.
Okay, very cool. So you can come in here. There's a lot of data, all right, but you can see the stocks in which are being traded. We've got Tesla, Google, CRM. CRM, is that Salesforce?
CRM is Salesforce, yes.
Yeah, I think it is. Great. Hey, talk about good ticker. That's a good ticker for Salesforce. So yeah, I think a lot of that as of late. But anyway, Trade with Maya has been absolutely crushing it as well. And then I believe the only other one, at least we have time for right now, would be Unstoppable, Uncommon, two other very hot ones. And again, like, I'm not here to tell you which one to go to. None of this is financial advice. All I can share with you is the results. I encourage you to check out all of our partners, and you can filter down for what you're looking for here. Yeah, very exciting and more to come. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're a trader and you want to monetize your trading strategy, we handle automation and everything completely for you, including customer support. The idea is we keep it simple and you just keep trading while giving you a new line of revenue. So PeakBot's got over 20 partners now in our marketplace and a lot more strategies to come and big plans there. So very exciting. Ben, I think that kind of covers it. Again, you can head on over to peakbot.com and check that out.
All right. Well, we are just about the half-hour mark, so I'd say maybe let's go through economic events and then wind it down for the day. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me, man. Why don't you hit it? What do we got going on this week?
Cool. So futures are currently pretty flat over the weekend, which is kind of a nice change of pace considering the last couple of months or so. There have been some big moves due to war news, typically over the past couple of months. So it's kind of nice to see like a flattish weekend. Actually, let's just see where are we at right now. Futures are down 7 points. So that's cool. Like that. All right. So today, nothing too much going on. We're going to let the day play out, depending on what that VIX gap was over the weekend, which I don't think it was too big, but I think it might have been big enough to prevent new entries from happening for the 1DTs. So Monday into Tuesday, we'll see if we get a trade. Tuesday, not too much, but Tuesday is the first day of FOMC. FOMC is Wednesday this week. So Tuesday into Wednesday, there will be no 1DTE bot trades. On Wednesday, there will be minimal 0DTE trades. Now, that's just for PeakBot bots. For our partners, they can trade. They can trade whenever they want. They can trade on FOMC days, and we have partners that do trade on FOMC days. But lots of data coming out on Wednesday, other than just the interest rate decision. But I am curious to see where rates are headed. And then from Wednesday into Thursday, those 1DTE bots will be off once again due to the aftershocks of this news. Plus, there's some big news coming out on Thursday morning, including PCE data, GDP data. And then on Friday, we have a relatively quiet Friday. So Thursday into Friday looks good for the bots. Can't think of anything other than VIX that would shut us down overnight from Thursday into Friday. So overall, I always like a good FOMC day.
Because we're not trading?
Yeah, because at least PeakBot bots, we're not trading too much.
Yeah, well, you know what? That'll be less and less of a break if we continue to expand partners who love trading on FOMC.
Yeah, but at least with partners, it's not. It's not our bot. It's
totally. Completely agree. Now, last thing I'm going to do before we exit, Ben. I'm going to pull up our King AI strikes. We're in a live position over the weekend.
I've got it mapped if you want me to do that.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great.
Talk about
I'm in King AI, not Turbo. I'm not sure what you guys are.
Blue is AI, green is turbo.
Okay, loving it. Now look, so you said futures are down just a little bit this morning?
$7. So we're gonna open right around that line.
Okay, so not bad. Kind of puts us right in the middle of the highway for both, but got to get through today. We'll see what happens. But right now, looks like it's in a decent spot. But we've only been playing ball for about 45 minutes with the market open. This was entered at the end of the day on Friday, and we'll see
now so I get nervous, and I shouldn't. I should just let the machine learning models do their thing. But I get nervous when the strike prices are that different between King AI and King AI Turbo. I mean, look at King AI taking the 70-45 strike, and then King AI Turbo comes in and says, hold on, let me move up $45. Yeah. Hold my beer. I'm moving up $45 to the 70-90 strike. Now, on the call side, it's a little bit more reasonable. King AI is at 72.45 and King AI Turbo is at 72.20. So we've got a solid, call it $60 of room to the upside. We've got a solid $70 of room to the downside. So again, I don't hate the positions that we're in, but Turbo is just so much more aggressive, but for good reason. Turbo collected an average of $350 per condor for our traders, while King AI collected less than half of that, $155.
Damn. Makes sense.
Per condor per user.
Who are you? You know what I mean? Like, who are you? I'm not a turbo guy right now.
Well, here's the thing. Think about this math. If you got $350 for every turbo trade you take, when you lose, you're losing $650. So 2 turbo wins makes up for 1 turbo loss.
Goddamn, I might go turn it on. Goddamn. Look, I've done this. I've been on both sides of the ball. What I haven't done is trading both. It's not true. I trade both one in one account, one in the other. I've never traded both in the same account. But yeah, that's a wild premium collected. We'll have to see what happens today. What's Trump doing today? Sorry, what's President Trump doing today? Nothing crazy. I mean, hopefully he's not getting shot at.
Yeah, that was nuts.
But
I'm just
Ben,
looking at roll call.
Okay.
Here's the schedule.
Let's see it. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
In town. Okay. In town pool. Yeah, you can read that however you want. Yeah. So Ben, I'm not like a big news guy. I don't watch a lot of news. I don't stay. But am I wrong in saying that it feels like the whole shooting attempt thing? Like, sure, it's everywhere, but it's not like. I don't know if it's not like a widespread panic. It almost seems like people are moving past it. Am I wrong about that? That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, damage was very controlled.
Right. Good job.
From this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
That's probably why it's, being blown over now. Trump also doesn't want there to be panic in the market because he wants to.
Certainly not. Yeah, no, he's got some calls. But anyway, all right. So look, very cool. A lot to take in for this week, FOMC. So heads up, everybody. We'll see what happens there. But bots should be pretty active outside of that. The marketplace is certainly active, as we talked about. So go check out all of our partners. If you have any questions, schedule time with us or use the chat on our website. We're always available. We pride ourselves on that. So, and are we going to be live this Friday? Anything getting in the way of that?
If anything gets in the way, it's going to be golf, but we're planning on being live on Friday.
We'll be live Friday at noon Eastern time. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, we'll see you at the peak. Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.